Hello, Slicey Dicers. This is Brian with just a little video for you just to say thanks. I did pass 14,000 subs yesterday. A lot of you noticed that and sent me very nice emails and messages, and I do very much appreciate that. I wasn't going to make a big deal about it because it's just, it's 14,000. It's not 15,000, which I do have a big thing planned for that, which I'm really hoping to hit on my birthday, by the way. I really want to get that, or near my birthday, April 28th, before my birthday, I guess I should say. That'd be a nice little birthday present to me. So, tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your exes, tell your clones. I don't know. Just tell everybody. I do really want to hit 15,000 before April 28th. That would be really great. But I wasn't going to say anything about it. And then I got all those nice messages, and I was laying in bed last night, and just, everybody took time to reach out to me for a pretty small milestone. I thought now would be a really good time just to say thanks to everybody, especially with what's going on right now. And I've reconnected with a lot of other people in the knife community that I hadn't reconnected with before. A lot of us or hadn't reconnected with in a while, I guess I should say. It just a lot of us just reaching out and say, "Hey, you all right? How are things going?" It just shows that we all really do care about each other, and I think we all get along a lot better than everybody thinks we do. A lot of us think that we have like some kind of rivalry going. There's a little bit of that, but not much. I mean, we mostly all get along great. And I'm the competitive one, so if there's any rivalry going on, it's usually on my side because I'm a pretty competitive person. That's just my nature. But especially in these times, I just wanted to give a little thanks to a lot of people. I'm going to try to link to all of them down below that have YouTube channels and stuff, or websites, where you can go buy things and stuff like that. So first of all, I'm just thankful that I'm healthy. Obviously, with everything that's going on, my family's healthy. Everything's good there. So, I'm very thankful for that. Also, this channel obviously would not go on without the support of my wife. And I didn't know how she was going to feel about it when I started. I honestly was doing this for about at least a month before I told her about it. Like, I bought my little camera setup, and I'm at home during the day, so she doesn't know everything I'm doing during the day. I just bought a little mount for my iPhone and started recording stuff. And I think I had 3 or 4 videos uploaded before I even told her about it. Didn't know how she was going to take it. And she thought it was a bit odd at first, but I'm an odd guy. She's used to me doing odd stuff. And she just kind of said, "Oh, okay." And then it took off and it started doing well. And now she's fully supportive and fully behind it. She was going to go to Blade Show with me this year, and I was very happy about that. I don't know if that's still happening. It's probably not happening. But yeah, she was going to come with me and stuff, and she's very supportive of it now and very cool. And she listens to me, talk about knife people that she's never met, and and listens to me ramble on about knife stuff and all the drama and stuff that happens behind the scenes. And she listens, and she's very supportive now. So I very much thank my beautiful wife, Lori, amazingly talented. She's thinking about getting into YouTube now, and it's kind of cool. It's also fun that she asked me for advice. That's always nice because I'm usually the one asking her, "How do I do this? Where's this thing?" Now she's doing that a little bit, so that's good. And of course, I want to thank you, the viewers, primarily. I'm putting you guys first, so if you want to turn this off after this, that's fine. But you, all my viewers, you guys have been awesome. It's been a great community to get involved with, and when I started this, I'm not in the mold of what I thought was a knife guy, so I was really nervous. Now I realize everybody's knife guys, so everybody's been super accepting of me and stuff, and I really do enjoy that, and it's brought me just a lot of solace in a rough time in my life too, going through this channel with my mom going to a nursing home and some other family drama and all that stuff. It's just been really great, to have you guys and know that, especially the live show, I can turn on that camera at 8 o'clock on Sunday night, and for an hour, I'm just with my friends, and it's been fantastic. A huge stress reliever, absolutely, for sure. And thank you much, just all you guys, everything, whether you support financially or not, or even if you don't subscribe and you just watch the shows. Thank you very, very much. But please subscribe. But no, it's been a great community to get involved with, and I really enjoy it. This is probably going to be kind of long. I'm sorry. This is not the Oscars. I'm in my house, so nobody has a hook and some music to play me off. So sorry about that. The channels I have to thank, there are a lot of them. I made some notes here. the early days, especially the three that really got this going were Love Them Knives. I have his exact same camera setup. I did not know what to do starting out. The camera mount that I bought, well, iPhone mount that I bought, it wasn't great. He actually sent me a list on Amazon with links, buy this, 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 and this. And I did that, and it's great. It's a Manfrotto something or other. It's a fantastic little desktop mount, and I love it. So copied his setup, and then he also just taught me a lot of other stuff, about just like, you might not want to deal with this brand, you might want to deal with that brand. And it was we don't always agree on everything anymore. Our channels have kind of gone slightly different ways, but we're still good friends. We still get along. We were just messing each other yesterday. He sent me a funny video, and I sent some stuff back to him. So and I love Them Knives. It's a great channel. Zelric42, he's kind of in more the design role now with Todd Knife and Tool, and he works with Wii and stuff, so he doesn't do as many videos, but at the beginning of this, he was one of my favorite channels, and I reached out to him, and he just kind of taught me a lot about design things, because he comes from the design side, so, doing a lock bar this way isn't the smartest way, and blah, 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 and he taught me a whole lot about that. And just a really nice guy too. I finally got the chance to meet him in person at Blade Show, and it was awesome. Stasa23, Nick, still awesome guy, and had taught me a ton about steels and stuff starting out. He's forgotten more about knives than I'll ever know. He's been in the hobby for a long time, and even like old models they don't make anymore, and steels and all this stuff. He knows so much, and he was a huge help at the beginning. He was kind of my on the informational side was definitely my tutor. And then going on a bit later on, I was I'm going to start out with this one. I should probably end with this one, but I'm going to start with this one. I put up a video, I don't remember what it was, and I got a comment from Nick Shabazz. It was huge. He just passed 100,000 subs the same day I passed 14,000. So he's a huge, he is the big one of a mostly knife channel. And I was like, holy crap, like Nick Shabazz responded to some man. I was really like impressed. I think he was probably only like 50,000 back then, but still it was like a big deal. And I was very excited, and I loved watching his videos, and he amuses me greatly. And so I reached out to him, and we've become like he's not just a great colleague, if I can use that word. He's also just genuinely like one of my better friends, and we have I hope helped each other. I think he's helped me a lot more than I've helped him, but through things not just in this YouTube genre, but personally. Just a really good friend. When I was going through a rough time last year, he was one of the people that I just reached out to in the middle of the night because I just needed somebody to talk to, and then he was always there and just always had good advice, and he's just a great guy. And in that same vein, Eugene Kwan, I would put in exactly that same kind of category. It just he knows a lot about stuff that he's taught me, especially with customs and things like that I don't know, and a giant help personally when I was going through a rough patch. Just a great guy, and always someone who would always listen to me and always give very good sage advice, and he's an extremely intelligent guy and a very, very wise man, especially for his age. He's a bit younger than me, but just an awesome dude. And God, I wish I'd have come up with that doing videos in your car thing, the dashboard reviews. That's so smart. The lighting is so good in a car. I wish I'd have thought up of that or thought that up, but he did it first, so that's gone. And kind of through the two of them, when I went to Blade Show, I got to know guys, like all the guys from the Knife Nuts podcast, especially Levon, and I really enjoyed chatting with them about stuff. Levon is a very, very funny guy, and again, knows a whole lot, knows where all the bodies are buried, and we just bust balls endlessly, and we both take it from each other, and he's a really fun guy to talk to. Epic Snuggle Bunny, also another guy who really just points me out, hey, maybe you should get this, and I often do. So you guys complain because I cost you money. Epic Snuggle Bunny has cost me some money, absolutely, for sure. Birdshot 4 too. I got Birdshot IV, whichever one you say. Frankie and Bird, I got to meet them at Blade Show, and we had talked a lot on Instagram before then about car racing and stuff because they're big racing fans, and I think we kind of related over that, especially Formula One. There are a ton of Formula One fans in the U.S., so we were chatting about all that stuff, and I got to meet them out at Blade Show, and they've also been a big help. I can kind of people I can just shoot ear and say, hey, what's going on with this guy, and they'll let me know. And lastly, I guess in that kind of growth period was Pete from Cedric and Ada, and also I got to know him in a group through Nick and all those guys. Pete from Cedric and Ada is not only extremely, extremely, extremely knowledgeable in knife steels, he's also legitimately one of the funniest human beings I've ever met in my life. And I mean, I'm a professional comedian. I know lots of other famous comedians. He is one of the funniest people I've ever met in my life. Like, I know he does the weird intros, and those are funny, but just chatting, he never fails to make me laugh. Just a hilarious guy. And if you don't know about Cedric and Ada Outdoors, I don't know how you wouldn't. It's a very big channel, and they do amazing stuff. Go check those out, especially if you just want a little laugh. Some other guys I've gotten to know more recently, Zach Stuff, just a super nice guy. Helps me out a lot getting Benchmades so I can get them early, all that kind of stuff. And just an awesome guy. I don't know what else to say about him. He's just a great guy, and his content's pretty good too. JT's Knife Life, the same way. JT's Knife Life, also a very hilarious guy. Got to meet him in person, and he's just a great guy, very funny and great content. I really like him a lot. And I'm going to say Super Steel Steve, which I'm sure you're kind of surprised by that, because people think that we hate each other, but it's just because we make fun of each other. We've met each other in person, and we're worse in person than we are online, and it's just the nature of our relationship. I do like Steve a lot. He does things different than me, and I'm never going to do things the way he does, and he's never going to do things the way that I do. I joke that I think we both think we're each idiots, but we get along. So we bond over the fact that we think each other are a couple of morons. So it's a lot of fun. I like Steve a lot. He's a blast. And Metal Complex, of course, he's the monster I created, is what I call him. I gave him a shout out a while ago, and now maybe by the time you're seeing this video, he might have passed me in subs, but I'm okay with that. Yeah, I was a bit worried about it for a little bit, but now, I don't care. He works harder than any of us do on YouTube. Absolutely, for sure. He works harder than any of us. I'm putting out 2 videos a day right now only because of what's going on in the world. He does it all the time, and I don't know how he has time to do that. And he doesn't work at home like I do, so I don't know how he has time to do it. And he just he knows what he's doing with the YouTubes, and even though he's catching me, and he probably should be kind of a rival with me, he's not. He's actually helping me out. So because I'm asking him, how did you do that? And he'll tell me how he did that. So I don't always get off my arse and do what he said to do, but what he does tell me what to do. So and how he did it, very open, and also, again, just super nice guy, and again, very funny. If you ever talk to him, off the videos, over the phone and stuff, hilarious guy. And then last, I'm gonna say Everyday City Carry. He's another guy who's just become really great friend. And your boy Ray from the NYC. And when I first watched his videos, I said this on his podcast, I was like, what? Who is this kid? Like, what is going on? He's not a kid. He's actually older than he looks, and he's a really just smart guy. And his videos are super entertaining. His video production is fantastic, and I need to learn more from him on that. But I know how long it takes him to edit a video, and I'm never going to put in that much effort. But he puts in a whole lot of effort. Very funny guy again, and I really enjoyed being on his podcast. That was a lot of fun. And getting close to lastly, all the manufacturers I work with, retailers I've worked with, manufacturers as well, but that would just have to go on and on and on. All of the retailers I've worked with, White Mountain Knives was the first one to give me a discount code, and I still appreciate them very, very much. He helped me get a knife that I really, really want that's going to arrive tomorrow that I'm super excited about. And so we're still working together. I know that I have other ones now, so some people think we don't work together. Absolutely not. White Mountain Knife's still a great company. Justin's still a great guy, and I still get stuff from him quite a bit. A lot of stuff, I'll go on there and I'll ask him, hey, can I get one of those? And I can buy it and at a good price, and it helps keep stuff going on the channel. And still very much support White Mountain Knives, and always will, because they were the first ones that gave me a discount code. USA Made Blade also, they've been a really good hookup with stuff. Witty down there it always gives me loaners and just very more than partly responsible for my huge Hinderer addiction. So thank you, but why did you do that to me? Is what I'm going to say to Woody. But no, I got to hang out with them down at Blade Show also, and that was a blast, man. That's a crew. That's a crew down at that place. If you're going to hang out with them, you better put your hangover pants on. That's all I'll say about that. And then lastly, of course, one of the newer additions to the channel, Southern Edge Knife Works, has been amazing since we started out working together. And I really do enjoy their support. And Chad, you're an awesome guy to copy the aforementioned Nick Shabazz. You're a gem. Just a really, really good dude. And has done great stuff for you guys too. So not just for me. There'll be discount codes down below. I'm not going to pimp them in this, but there's my discount codes are all listed down below. And then lastly, there's a few individual viewers that have supported the channel, whether it was loaning me knives, if they've been big financial supporters or stuff. But this is going to be a very short list, and I'm sorry. I know that I should go down my whole Patreon list. Maybe I'll do another video about that at some point. But just guys who are quick to loan me stuff. Jeremy Russell is very quick to loan me stuff. Some really, really cool stuff. Ocon7. Keith, of course. Kiefer, he's always helping out. He's a moderator on the live shows and stuff. He's a huge, huge help. Of course, Emilio, he's given me like 2 awesome Hinderers and a couple other things. And all he asks in return is that I work on his knives, and that's amazing. And yes, I love doing that. That's not work. That's just fun. That's just what I do when I'm bored. If I'm bored, I take a knife apart. If it's somebody else's knife, then that's fine too. I like taking knives apart and putting them back together. So I really, really do enjoy that. And of course, probably the first viewer that really reached out to me and really thought that I had something and wanted to do whatever he could to help me was my buddy Mike Joseph. Just one of my best friends in the world now, and we talk endlessly on the phone. My wife refers to him as my boyfriend, which is kind of funny. But he's just started out loaning me stuff, and then it's just evolved into just a really good friendship. And I know he has some of my knives and I have some of his, and we've kind of lost track of whose is what because we just trade stuff back and forth so much and swap stuff around. And I was like, do I owe you something for this one? Because you're not getting it back. And he's like, I don't know. And then and vice versa. We have the exact same kind of conversations back and forth. And just a really good buddy, excellent knife sharpener too. And he's managed to fix a couple blades and stuff for me. So just an awesome guy. And that's it. It's finally over. This is almost 20 minutes long, but I just wanted to say all this. I don't expect you to watch all of it, but at least, look in the list down below. So thank you guys so much. At 14,000, I'm honored and humbled. And 15,000, we're gonna make a big stink about it, though. Don't worry about that. But thank you guys for watching all this. If you did, I've been Brian. Have a good one. Stay safe. Wash your damn hands.